Happy Saturday, ladies. I'm back again because I totally forgot to talk about something in my update video that I wanted to share with y'all. I still have my little girls laying here. Look, they're holding hands. They're so sweet. I love how Nicole sculpted them so when either of them, they're both like that, are on their side, their leg, this leg just tucks under so perfectly. Oh. Anyway, so yesterday I was on Facebook, and I follow Laura Lee Eagles and several other sculptors because that's how I find out about upcoming kits. And y'all know I only have one prince in my nursery, which is Malachi, but in the past I have said that he does not have my all-time favorite boy's name, and that one day I would have a baby by that name. And yesterday Laura Lee posted a work in progress of a kit she's working on. It's still in clay form, and I absolutely love the kit. It's a boy, and it will be a full body vinyl boy. And she has named the kit the same name that is my favorite boy's name. So out of homage to her, I will keep his name. But I have to show y'all this baby if you didn't see it. He will be about the size of Indy, which is, I think, coming out next week for pre-order. So he will be newborn. That's his face. But his name is Atticus. If I would have had a son, my firstborn son would have been Atticus Finley. My all-time favorite book is To Kill a Mockingbird. I read it very young and had such great respect for the character Atticus Finch. And I would not use Finch for a middle name, hence the Finley. That was the closest I came to in terms of respecting the whole name. What he did for Tom Robinson, I can't remember. I was very young. I remember being really excited in high school when it was required reading because I had read it quite young and just loved it. And then here's the one hand she has shown of Atticus. You can see a little bit of a belly here, but I don't know if that's his actual belly or if it's from, I'm guessing it's his. She just hasn't shown it yet. Again, this is clay. She is still working on him. He's a work in progress. But I am over the moon because I have wanted an Atticus in my nursery, and he is so sweet, and I love that he's open-eyed, and the shape of his mouth, this will be a keeper. I might have to get a couple kits. But even his profile, look at those cheeks and that, he's so cute. But anyway, I have always wanted an Atticus Finley, and when I was a nanny, you know, of course, the little girls you nanny for ask you, when you have babies of your own, what are you going to name them? And I always said if I had a son, his name would be Atticus Finley, and the little girl I'm referring to now, she's 21. So when she went to her, she was in her second year of preschool, so I think she was 4. She got a new teacher. And she was so excited to come home one day and tell me that her new teacher has a son named Atticus. Well, I had never, ever known or met an Atticus other than the, fictitious character in To Kill a Mockingbird. And the next day when I dropped the little girl off, I went to the teacher. I said, I have a question for you. I said, what does your son think of his name? And at the time he was, I want to say about 13. And she said, it's never bothered him. She said for about a week last year, he absolutely hated his name, and he went through this phase for about a week, and then it went away. But it has, since I read that book as a little girl, it has been my favorite boy's name. And I had read a book, and the name escapes me. It was a children's picture book about an Ethiopian family, and the main male character was Atticus, Addicus. So I don't know if I'm going to spell it with the T's or the D's. I'm not sure yet, but probably the T's because Atticus Finch is with the T's. And now Laura Lee created a kit with that name, so that will probably end up being my Atticus. But I meant to mention this earlier in my changing video, and but that's probably better I didn't, because I wouldn't have been able to show you him in the event you have not seen him. There is no current release date. Obviously, he's still a clay work in progress, and then he will have to be, you know, poured and molded into vinyl. And then you know, usually the process when we see them in clay, it's several months before they are sent to the prototype artists, and then it's again another month or two before they're on pre-order, and then usually it depends. Most pre-orders are a couple months out from delivery. I know Cassie Brace has one next week, I believe, Evelyn, that the date of what we would consider the pre-order is actually the order date. So if you place that order at that specific time period, she'll be delivered or sent out that day. So anyway, but Laura Lee typically does pre-orders. So I am just praying that this does not happen when I'm in the throes of my move. But I will have to get at least one of this. And one will be a keeper, because I have wanted an Atticus Finley in my nursery to pay homage to Atticus Finch since I have been painting. When I painted Malachi, he was not going to be a keeper, but you know, as I've told y'all, I made the mistake of crocheting his little pea pot outfit with him in my lap, and I just fell in love, and he was my Malachi. Which was also a name on my boys list. But my all-time favorite boy's name, which I have mentioned several times in videos that I would one day name, is Atticus Finley. And so he will be one of my babies with a middle name. Most of my don't have middle names. Jean Bev does, but I will have an Atticus Finley, ladies, and I am just... He does look kind of like he would be a bigger kit, but she has said in the people have a question that she has said he's going to be about the size of Indy, and I believe she is a newborn size. So, but just look at these little grooves on his neck, and I love the shape of his mouth. Oh, he's so beautiful. His ears are perfect, and he, you know, she's another one like Bonnie Brown who does that cranial structure, which I really love. Serenity is my first Laura Lee kit that I have painted, and one of the, I believe I have a Laura Lee in my going to the apartment that I talked about in my last video. I believe one of them is one of her kits. I don't want to misspeak and say a name that I might not have, but I'm pretty sure one of them is. So, but anyway, ladies, I just wanted to share this sweet baby with you, and so there will be another boy in my nursery when Laura Lee finishes this little man, because look at him. And I can see him already. Like, I see the coloring and how his hair... Oh, I just can't wait. He's so cute. All right, ladies. Thank you for playing along with me. Have a lovely rest of your weekend, ladies. Hugs and love. Bye-bye.